In my pre-fight interview, I said I will use his aggression against him.
Well, you certainly did that, sir. And you also, I've just been informed, got a $50,000 bonus tonight. Congratulations for that. And you made a very compelling argument for you being next in line for the title.
Yeah, can I just say one thing? My teammate Jordan Barton here, he's been my hardest sparring partner for every camp. He deserves to be in the UFC. European champion, get him on Dana White's contender service. Please Dana, please, he's ready.
And I'll tell you that he told me before the fight that you were going to win by knockout. And I think you said first round as well.
He's a killer, yeah.
Absolutely. Sir, congratulations. Amazing performance. Lerone Murphy, ladies and gentlemen.
That post-fight interview was brought to you by Drip, the official water of UFC. Nice job putting over his teammate Jordan Barton. There's the head coach. Put it all together. Carl Prince, Lerone,
and rolls away.
Murphy.
That was impressive, man. Lerone Murphy did exactly what he needed to do to separate himself from everybody else. Look, man, winning is one thing. Winning 17 fights in a row is almost impossible. Or being unbeaten in 17 fights is almost impossible. But to make number 17 look like that against a guy that was looking as good as Aaron was early, I don't know how you can deny this kid. It's his time.
It's what we were saying before the fight. This guy looks like a world champion. He does everything correctly. He does everything intelligently. He follows the game plan. He can do it all. And then you see Prates with a spinning elbow KO. And then right after that, Lerone Murphy with a spinning elbow KO. Just unbelievable.
All right, so Lerone Murphy very well could be next for Alexander Volkanovski after a monumental result here tonight. Reinier de Ritter, a most interested observer to our middleweight championship main event. Also, the man who weighed in as the backup, Kyle Bohalio. Interested to see who will emerge. Same can be said for that man who had a huge win a week ago, Anthony Fluffy Hernandez.
Fluffy Hernandez made a giant statement Saturday night.
All right, same game parlay, you know what it is. You combine a bunch of bets from one game or one fight. In this case, it's Dricus du Plessis to win, to get it done by knockout, and the fight has to go at least 12 and a half minutes. If all of those come in, that same game parlay will pay out at plus 950.
Those guys are really trying to wrench out.
All right, coming up next, it is our main event, and there's a look at the middleweight champion, Dricus du Plessis, 9-0 in the UFC, 2 successful title defenses already in the rearview mirror, and now tonight he will try to put all his skills together and produce arguably his biggest win to date against the first-time world title challenger, Khamzat Chimaev. He came on like the world leader in 2020, and now at long last, after 8 successive UFC wins, his stable destiny fights du Plessis for the undisputed UFC middleweight title main event. Coming up next from Chicago.
One of the greatest Mexican boxers of all time. All of Mexico is He is on a whole nother level.
It doesn't get any bigger than this. This is truly a super fight.
The sport of boxing will change forever. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com.
Mark Kerr, one of the strongest to ever step into this ring.
I think he wants your autograph.
Sure, but no fighting.
I've never seen him like this
Oh my
before.
God, put around
All in this together, all right? Come on, are you ready? Yes.
Let's go.
Oh my God, put around
I want you to understand.
I just need you to let me in.
Does Mark Kerr still have it in him? Rated R.
Oh my God, I was put around
Getting close to the final act from Chicago, Illinois, USA. They call it the Windy City not because it's so windy, but because of blustery politicians back in the day, if you're curious. Northwestern politicians didn't like those Midwestern politicians. Now live from the United Center in Chicago, it is time for the main event for UFC 319. Du Plessis versus Chimaev, presented by Crypto.com, the world's leading cryptocurrency platform, and by DraftKings Sportsbook, the official sportsbook of UFC. The crown is yours. They're all chasing Plessis in the 185-pound division, including all those gentlemen we just showed you. These middleweight rankings presented by Beat Change Beat Better. Earn rewards for sustainable choices. Chimaev undefeated and number 3 in the world as he arrives at the precipice here tonight.
Seemingly
destined for world title from the time he made his stirring UFC debut.
There we go.
Khamzat Chimaev is now on the doorstep. The champion Dricus Plessis couldn't have been better his last time out, and he is ready to chase further glory here against his toughest foe yet.
Look at that. That's a nice bit of artwork right there. And there's Bad Bob again. He looks bad. Look at him. He's got the teardrop. He's got the neck tat. I would want that.
That's as bad a broken nose as I've seen in a long time.
So good, man. He has proven it time and time again. It's time to put some respect on this man's name.
My story is one of legacy. I want to become the greatest of all time, and that will always be the goal. I don't want the legacy of somebody that defended his belt. I want the legacy of somebody who beat the best of the best.
A lot of fans and pundits felt as though this would be the night upon which we find out just how good Khamzat Chimaev is.
I'm fighting a guy that people think is unbeatable because I will beat him.
I just don't know about Boris on this level. Like, I remember Boris' fight and the one that we did on Washington.
That's one of the more violent submissions we've seen in the UFC against a future Hall of Famer.
To do that against a guy like Whitaker, that is a big wake-up call for the middleweight division.
I've seen a lot of fighters like Dricus. Nothing special. Nobody knows this guy. I try to explain to people like I'm fighting Dricus, but they say, who is Dricus? I need to make him famous to sell the pay-per-views, no? Because who is the superstar? Who is the people who wants to watch? Not Dricus.
A force unlike anything the fight game has ever seen.
This guy is one of the most special fighters I've ever seen.
Nobody can stop me.
If not the most special guy that I've ever come across.
Speed to take down everything. That's why he's such a terrifying talent.
There's the tap! Khamzat Chimaev! How good is he?
He's 16-0 and deserving of all the hype. But, you know, this is a different level. I'm constantly evolving, trying to get better. It's not about the person that I'm fighting, it's about what that person represents. And that is the next step in the ladder to becoming the greatest. When I go out there, losing is not an option.
Plessis is an absolute tank of a man. He's a huge, powerful middleweight.
Oh my goodness!
Big strikes raining down by the South African!
The pressure, the pace, the cardio, the belief in self.
I'm not scared of Khamzat taking me down. He's probably gonna take me down. You got me down, now I'm getting back up. Now you're getting tired. Then you take me down again, I get back up again. And you realize, yeah, you took me down, but that doesn't mean anything. What happens when I take you down?
He's got the choke!
All the guys he fought, no one of them was undefeated. I don't know how to lose, but he knows.
Khamzat Chimaev!
He is not inhuman. He can be hurt, he gets tired. If it goes the distance, I'll win. If I finish him, I'll win.
Just like that, Dricus Plessis!
Dricus can't stop my takedowns and submissions, so I take him down and smash him, you know.
I will prove to this guy and to the world I am the greatest.
Hello. Pausa sebentar. Sebagai Zaza से कैसे पचपन लगी हमें टेप मेड बना Stream zizando para oprenda. ವಿಶಾಂತ ಗೆದ್ದಾಗ ಅವ್ರು ಕಚ್ಚಿರ್ತೀವಿ ಈಗ ವಿಶಾಂತ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸರ ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅಟ್ಯಾಕ್ ಮಾಡ do itu mic banda
Star Power. The championship moment has arrived for the undefeated middleweight Khamzat Boris Chimaev. Most of us remember acutely where we were when he made his UFC debut July 15th, 2020. The expectation was that this moment would materialize, and 5 years later, we'll see if Chimaev can barge down the door and become the undisputed middleweight champion.
Well, I've watched his fights before he entered into the octagon. He's always such a unique combination of knockout power, striking, intelligence, elite grappling, and just combination of knockout power, striking, intelligence, elite grappling, and just combination of knockout power, striking.
Cacciare voce alle delocciato che ne vinne da cari mi sta sli.
Chimaev is a guy that many believe was going to be a UFC champion, but many didn't think it would take this long. Khamzat Chimaev has been a dominant force in the UFC for as long as he's been here. It's the wrestling, the grappling, the confidence that he carries into the octagon. Khamzat Chimaev hasn't lost a round in fighting hardly, but he doesn't even really lose in practice. He just does not lose. So Dricus Plessis has the job of showing this man how to lose. But if Khamzat gets it done, especially the way that he has been, we might be looking at one of the biggest stars in all of MMA.
All right, tonight's social media posts are brought to you by The Smashing Machine, starring Dwayne Johnson and Emily Blunt, in theaters everywhere October 3rd. Watch the trailer online now. He shoots in like a cheetah almost immediately upon the start of the fight. That has been his trademark shot. The expectation is he's going to try to do that again against the incumbent, the decorated, undisputed UFC middleweight champion, Dricus du Plessis. Chaos is a word. Both guys are violent offensively, sharp defensively. We could not have a better undisputed middleweight championship fight upon us as Chimaev tries to change the complexion of this division and his life forever by bringing the belt home to Chechnya.
The main event আছে বসাই হাইপে Acho que quasi ore a net tarpiri lage dai disi number 1 fighter guy.
With 11 straight wins overall, a 9-0 record in the UFC, and 2 title defenses already secured. Dricus du Plessis, UFC middleweight champion, spins it forward here tonight. He's a good athlete, DC. He is a thinking man's fighter. He puts so much into this. 18 months as he has become the champ and successfully defended. He has leveled up in all areas. Scary proposition, I would think, for the challenger tonight.
Yeah, Dricus was saying that people say the champ gets 30% better. He feels like he's got much better than that. Now, for Dricus du Plessis, he has taught us how to view things differently. He has taught us that all of our favorite fighters don't look the same. So while he does things in an unorthodox way, they may look wrong, you learn to gain an appreciation for the differences in his game. They work against every style. He can take you down. He can strike with you. he really does have great cardio. DDP really does have everything. And that's why he's putting together one of the all-time great middleweight championship reigns in the UFC's octagon.
Yeah, he has been defying all the doubters from the moment he stepped into the octagon. People just saw the weird blitzes that he does, the unorthodox movement, and they just discounted him to his benefit. Because when this guy gets a hold of you, he is an absolute animal. Brutal knockout power, unrelenting drive to succeed, and he finds a way to win. That's part of the big thing. He figures people out, he finds a way to win, and he's been winning in spectacular fashion from the moment he stepped into the octagon.
And pre-UFC, this man was a former EFC welterweight and middleweight champion, won a major title, KSW welterweight champion. Tremendous resolve, tremendous championship medal. He certainly has worn the hat of champion exceedingly well. And he said this week, despite competing in Australia twice, in Canada, and in 3 title fights prior, this is the biggest event upon which you will have thought it's the best opponent that he has ever faced in Khamzat Chimaev. And he said singularly this middleweight championship is the biggest fight of 2025, and a lot of the fan base agrees. Some props to watch if you like Plessis to win by knockout, plus 550. Chimaev to win by knockout or TKO is plus 350. Chimaev by submission is plus 120.
आगे डिवीजन अगर
This week in Chicago, all comes down.
Your heavyweight side, your light heavyweight
by Big Change, be better, earn rewards for sustainable choices. Dricus, Plessis, and Khamzat Chimaev, both born in 1994. 1 inch separates them in height. Both men coming in at or below the middleweight division limit, 185. 1 inch in reach for the champion, Dricus Plessis. Now to set up our main event as only he can. Here's Bruce Butler.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. Sanctioned by the State of Illinois Athletic Commission. Our 3 judges scoring this contest are Sal Diamato, Ron McCarthy, and Derek Clearly. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon, Mark Garner. This championship bout is brought to you by True Classic, where perfect fit meets heavy-hitting comfort. Visit trueclassic.com/UFC for a chance to win store credit. And by The Smashing Machine, starring Dwayne Johnson and Emily Blunt, in theaters everywhere. October 3rd. Watch the trailer online now. And UFC fans watching around the world, this is the moment you've all been waiting for! Live from the sold-out United Center in Chicago, Illinois! UFC Middleweight Championship of the World. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, an undefeated mixed martial artist, holding a perfect professional record. 14 wins, no losses. He stands 62 inches tall, weighing in at 183 pounds. Fighting out of the United Arab Emirates, by way of Chester, Russia, presenting the number 3 ranked UFC middleweight contender in the world, the challenger, Khamzat Chimaev. And now, introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record, 23 wins, 2 losses. He stands 6 feet 1 inches tall, weighing in at 185 pounds, fighting out of Africa, presenting the undisputed reigning, defending UFC middleweight champion of the world, Dricus, still not Plessis.
Okay,
gentlemen, you understand the rules you're fighting. Listen to me at all times, keep yourself protected.
If
you want to touch me now, God bless.
Let's go!
Here we go. Here we go. Wow.
Let's go.
That patented look in his eye. Khamzat Chimaev at long last fighting for an undisputed UFC title. That belt belongs to South Africa's
General
Dricus du Plessis. And we are on the way.
Oh, next double leg by Khamzat. Take down already by Khamzat. Dricus needs to release the head here. If he doesn't release the head here, Khamzat can put him in.
Yeah, he's gonna get caught in a Von Flu.
Yep. Dricus said he understood he was going to get taken down.
But this is quick though.
That was way faster than I can imagine he thought it would be that quick. First level change, Khamzat was able to take him to the match.
Now here's the question, is he gonna be able to get back up?
Usman got taken down pretty quickly too. He was able to get back to his feet.
But he didn't get taken down and flattened out on his back.
Oh, crucifix! Bad early spot for the champion!
Oh my goodness. I mean, crucifix is tough, man, because there's no more defense. You gotta just keep bucking and bridging, and hopefully the guy loses your arm. But it looks like it's getting worse right now for du Plessis.
I mean, he's really got that tightened up. I mean, these aren't big shots, and he's kind of protecting his head by tucking it close to Khamzat's body and preventing him from hitting with any real force. But this is still a terrible position for the champion.
90 seconds in, Chimaev putting his brand of violence all over du Plessis.
But after a while, right, the refs just not to stop it because you won't be able to do anything. I hit Patrick Cummins with just a whole bunch of shots. Nothing hard, they stopped the fight.
Yeah, you hit it harder than this.
Yes.
This is the difference. He's really tucking his face up pretty well, considering. This is basically nothing.
Yeah, it's just tapping.
There's no force to this. There's no reasonable reason why you would stop the fight at this point. But he's got to get that arm out. That right arm in particular. He's got to figure out how to pop that arm out.
Well, he's bucking by trying to elevate himself in his legs, but he needs to be bridging to turn. But these are like really small shots.
And this is nothing. But the elbows potentially could be huge. He's going to push off with the palm and try to blast him with elbows. He just can't get any space.
And here's the problem. He can go 12 to 6 elbows now from this position. So du Plessis better not let him get any space. And it is great to have a veteran referee here that's not going to just panic and stop the fight.
But this isn't totally a crucifix right now. Oh, look at that arm triangle.
Arms out there, the arms out.
Right.
Watch the back, please, Dricus.
Du Plessis staying focused in the wake of danger. Not out of harm's way yet. 2 minutes here to go in round 1.
And this is without a doubt the best wrestler he's ever faced in his life.
Yes.
This is the difference. Khamzat is just so smothering.
And for DDP on the bottom here, all the bucking and bridging takes energy. And I would question most people, but not du Plessis. We have not seen him truly run out of gas. Now, this is great for Khamzat though, because he can hold you here 25 minutes if he has to.
Yeah, and clearly he's winning the round, but he's not really doing any damage. Not yet, at least.
Du Plessis,
closing the distance. Go ahead, champ.
Du Plessis is very smart here. He knows that a lot of the defenses you use against most, you can't use against Khamzat because of his submission ability.
Pretty blatant fence grab there by Plessis. Perhaps it mattered not.
But he's getting smushed on the ground, though, isn't he?
Khamzat's doing a great job of keeping his body between Plessis and the fence. And if your goal is to exhaust Chimaev, this won't do it.
No.
This is where he lives. Yeah, this is where he lives, grappling.
And this is not exhausting for him at all. It's much more tiring for Plessis. Plus, his breathing was restricted by Khamzat's pressure.
Over 4 minutes of time spent fighting off of his back for Plessis. Uncharted territory for him, to be sure.
Plessis got to be careful here. Oh, smart by Dricus. Beautiful reversal by the champ.
He went for the guillotine again.
He keeps going guillotine. He should not be doing that. That's not the move, Joe.
No.
You gotta try to stuff the head and defend takedowns.
The entire crowd is standing for our championship main event. Tonight's corner cam is powered by Prime Hydration, new flavor KSI Nightmare with only 20 calories, zero added sugar, and electrolytes not available at home.
We need to put it in the middle. Breathe. I feel great. Hands all right. I'm feeling great. Breathe, breathe. That's it. That was his best. You wait for it now. That punch doesn't do anything. It was easy, coach. I felt nothing. Ready to roll.
Round 2 is brought to you by Monaco, the official canned cocktail of UFC. 2 shots in every can. Not that many champions on the wrong end of a borderline 10-8 would be smiling like Plessis.
No, he really does love a war.
He just said he didn't feel anything when he was on the ground. He's got to find a way to defend some of these takedowns.
And Chimaev continues to suffocate.
He almost had that one defending, but he's not stuck in his head. So Chimaev's able to build back into him and take him down. Plessis doing a good job of staying patient, but he has got to have some urgency to get up, so he's not just held down for the entirety of the round.
Plessis sharing a moment with his chief corner, Mornay Vizard.
Khamzat is so good at just continuing to drive him to the ground every time he tries to get up.
He does a great job with his forward pressure. He's always forward, keeping his opponent's weight on their hands. He doesn't let him build back into him. Watch here when Dricus starts to get up, how he moves him back forward towards the mat.
Dricus Plessis has attempted 4 strikes, hasn't landed any of them, significantly at least. 90 seconds have expired in round 2.
Plessis needs to attack the hands of Chimaev. Right now his hands aren't doing anything. He's got to attack Chimaev's grip to try to break his lock. That's step 1 in trying to get away from him.
He's also got to be very careful that he doesn't completely give up his back from this position where it looks like it's really close.
Chimaev's doing exactly what he needs to do. Plessis seems pretty composed in there. But again, he's down.
Yes.
First round, and if it stays like this, he'll be down 2 rounds.
And Khamzat is not really expending a lot of energy here.
Yep.
I mean, it's nothing that's exhausting him because he's not being defensive at all. He's just riding him.
Our UFC 319 Fight Clock is presented by the Terminal List Golf Wolf for prequel series starring Taylor Kitsch and Chris Pratt, only on Prime Video.
Oh, he's got it. He's got the choke here. Drake has recognized it.
Three takedown attempts for Chimaev. He's secured them all. North of 7 minutes of ground control time. Plessis staying composed defensively, trying to fight it.
But Plessis got to get two hands on one to try to get up to his feet. Right now, Chimaev's doing a really good job of just controlling, following, making it hard for Plessis to get up, and when he does, he just drives him back to the mat.
Total strike picture's pretty wild, but as we've seen before, not a single significant strike absorbed as yet by Khamzat Chimaev.
I mean, he went multiple fights without getting hit at all.
Right. Every UFC opponent that he has tried to take down, he has succeeded in doing so.
The hand fighting of Chimaev, the wrist control is very impressive. Every time DDP starts trying to get up, he just attacks his hands.
Shout out to his mentor, the late three-time Olympic gold medalist, Buvaisar Saitiev, who passed in March of this year. Showed Chimaev a lot of things over the years.
Saitiev was the man.
Under a minute here to go in round two. It's been all Chimaev in Chicago.
Dricus doesn't have any answers here.
Yep. Look at that, Joe. You see forward every time. So now, at the end of round one, when Dricus went to the corner, his coach is smiling with him. I wonder what the urgency will look like now that 2 rounds have played out in this way. Right? Because while your champion isn't taking much damage, he is losing rounds. There's only 3 left now.
Yeah, it might be less smiling.
He's kind of crazy.
Yeah, it is.
Kind of crazy how much control he has.
He's got to make the takedowns harder. That's the thing. Even if he gets taken out, it can't happen on the first attempt. He's got to make Chimaev do more to try to get a takedown.
Dricus is still smiling.
Awesome. Breathe. I don't want to give up anything. He's got 2 on you. Now we're going to start out the fight. How are you feeling? I'm feeling great. Great. Good. Feeling great. He's stealing the rounds. We're going to have to catch up.
6 دقائق ويسي ويشون انزل يكادوا إذن تاتونا هنا. كيشو كيو على كيوك شكوك شتاتون.
UFC 319 is presented by Crypto.com, the world's leading cryptocurrency platform, and by DraftKings Sportsbook, the official sportsbook of UFC. The crown is yours. Standing ovation greets the athletes to begin round 3 of a possible 5. Dricus du Plessis in the green, Khamzat Chimaev in the black and blue.
See how quickly Chimaev shoots this time? There it is. Plessis is not defending. He's not having any luck defending takedowns.
Stanley check करना
5 takedowns on his main attempts for Chimaev. Make it 6.
Right into side control again. Unbelievable.
Du Plessis not the type of fighter to get frustrated, but he has had nothing resembling an answer through 11 minutes.
I mean, just the control time. We've only fought, 11 minutes. How much control time is there?
Over 10.
Yeah. Crazy. It's crazy.
Dean Thomas, what do you have, sir?
Well, the one thing that Gilbert Burns had against Chimaev was a good guard, because it's clear that when Chimaev is on top and he's able to just rotate around his opponent, he's not going to get tired. But when Gilbert Burns was in his guard, it made Chimaev work so much that he actually stood up out of the guard.
If Duplessis has a guard, now is the time to use it.
Great observation, Dino. 3.5 to go, round 3.
I don't know that they're going to let Chimaev stay on top of the way that they did in the first 2 rounds. He's going to have to do some damage in round 3, 4, and 5.
He's in dominant positions. I don't see this time it's almost wrapped up. Now it's wrapped up. Now that right arm is trapped and the left arm is trapped as well. He's got no answer for the grappling. It's kind of stunning because we've seen Khamzat dominant on the ground before, but this is probably the most dominant we've seen him.
And looks like finally Duplessis has opened up, some blood trickling out of that left eye.
Big elbows landed there. Plessis looks to his left, it's hard for Khamzat to get anything of substance. Because when he tries to turn in the opposite direction, when Khamzat hits him, it's a big shot.
Absolutely incredible to watch the challenger handle the champ in this manner.
Just crucifix after crucifix is crazy.
This control is bananas.
Chimaev, go ahead, champ.
Dricus has got to try to use his legs or something to catch Chimaev's ankle. He's got to do something, Joe.
Yeah, he just can't. He's trying. He reached over with that right leg momentarily, but the difference in grappling is just astonishing.
It's unbelievable to watch Dricus dominated in this way. Oh, there it is.
There it is.
Crushing elbow right on that ear line for Chimaev.
Now the shots are getting bigger.
Chimaev is building a gym in his home village in Chechnya. Might very well have a new gold belt to bring home if things continue on this path.
Well, this is about as dominant a performance from a challenger as we have seen in a really long time. Duplessis has had no answers for Chimaev's wrestling and his grappling.
And it looks like he popped that right arm now. There's no pressure on it now. But he's completely being dominated. So exhausted. Yeah, his arm's out.
He got beat up worse in this round than he has the entire fight. Now he's mounted.
Chimaev smashing away, trying to find a way under the chin.
Dricus is fighting it off, but man, is he getting dominated.
Yes, he is.
And we are 3 rounds down, and he has gotten nothing off.
I mean, has he landed a
really?
Final 20 seconds of round 3.
I don't think it was significant.
And what is the rest of the middleweight division thinking right now? Watching this.
If you're Reinier Dorita, you're thinking I'm a really good grappler.
Reinier Dorita is a great grappler.
That's the difference.
So, but that's the thing, but is Reinier Dorita a great striker? Because we see Chimaev strike with the guys that can grapple.
All Chimaev through 3.
ऐसे फनी तरह
Kijk, maar zijn zo. Ja? Kijk voor mij. I'm feeling great. He's handling me well. Helemaal fout. Are you gonna take him down? Okay, we're gonna fight it now. Turn it now, elbows down. And then you catch in the crucifix. Watch out for his elbows.
Okay,
Ready.
Follow him on, man. Follow him on.
Championship rounds. Here we go.
Well, a lot of middleweight contenders not competing are in the building tonight. Anthony Fluffy Hernandez, Kyle Bohallo, and of course the aforementioned Reinier Dorita. Round 4 of a possible fight.
He's so strong with no more crucifix. I don't know if he comes out of another crucifix. If he gets crucifix again, he may get the fight stopped.
Dricus has got to lower his stance a bit in the idea of kicks.
Sprawl.
There you go.
Sprawl. There it is. And again.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, this is crazy, man. Literally 20 seconds every round.
And he's just getting mauled.
A commentator
I mean, has nobody tried to wrestle
20 seconds of the round.
before? Because I've never seen him look. No one can defend takedowns like this.
So there's no one at this level that he's ever fought before.
Yeah, Brunson had some success a long time ago, not on Chimaev's level in terms of the MMA wrestling.
He's 7 of 8 on his takedown attempts. With so much control time.
Seems like perhaps some deflation finally starting to set in a little bit for the unflappable champ du Plessis.
And it has to be fatigue.
Yeah.
As tough and as durable and as much endurance as he has, he's just been dominated for 3 straight rounds and now deep into the 4th.
And it took him much longer than most fighters for frustration, John, because now he's attacking the lock a little bit.
Oh my goodness.
Chimaev is just a step ahead of him with his takedowns wrestling. Just his knowledge in those positions, even in the clinch, just a little ahead of him.
First warning from Mark Goddard, looking for a little bit more activity out of Chimaev.
You know, I kind of disagree with that because this is fighting and he's doing it very effectively. He's doing exactly what he wants to do. To say that he should be doing something different when he's totally dominant seems to be kind of crazy.
And his cardio looks amazing. He does not look fatigued at all.
Well, he hasn't really been challenged. It's basically him on the offense, choosing when to strike, completely in control, making Dricus carry his weight.
Well, we said off the top of the broadcast, Dricus du Plessis as champion was the biggest betting underdog defending his title in UFC middleweight history, and
now we know why. Oh, look, Dricus tried his way, but it was a half-hearted Randy.
Well, that really shows you he's hard now. He's getting back to the crucifix, yo.
Yeah,
I've never seen somebody get crucifix that many times.
No, it's kind of crazy. He just can't do anything about it. Khamzat slides that left shin across the arm, and he just has no answers. He can't get that arm back. I mean, that's the top pressure that Khamzat has. It's just amazing.
Where Khamzat is messing up on that crucifix is he's putting it right between his legs. You don't need to do that. You need to put your knee above the elbow and keep your shin behind it. Then their arm just goes up and down your shin. They can never get out.
Look how excited you get.
I like that down.
Ask Volkan Oezdemir how that felt when he had him on.
Yeah, it was right beneath my shin.
Late round 4. A dominant performance from the challenger doesn't even begin to describe.
I mean, this is going to be one of the craziest scorecards we've seen in a long time. If it continues like this.
Like Amanda Nunes versus Felicia Spencer, 50-40 in there. I mean, this is not that.
Kind of, yeah, you can kind of make that call, because even though there's not going to be a lot of damage, oh my God, he's going to separate them. Man, I don't like that. I don't like that. Now imagine if Dricus wins by knockout now.
He's got to just go. Dricus needs to just go. Look.
Oh, wow. He just can't stop it. He just can't stop the takedown. And you see the fatigue in Dricus now, the way he's moving.
So the referee dangles a carrot for du Plessis. He gets taken down immediately by Chimaev. 9th takedown on 11 attempts.
He also dangled a carrot for the bloodthirsty savages in the crowd that want him to stand up again.
I mean, and just the way DDP's going back to the back down, you can tell he's wearing down. Look at that. Oh, there it is. He's doing a great job of defending the choke.
This is maybe the most dominant 4 rounds that we've ever seen a challenger have. Taking no punishment whatsoever.
sit.
Dobra, dominantie kan यार blote
doe niet genoeg om die fight te winnen.
Just enough to win the round.
Dominance Haraway, 29 Rista.
Last round,
In the last round, I'll have to win him. I'll have to finish him.
Ik weet niet. Kijk. Hij gaat op.
I got this.
Hij gaat op.
I got this.
Oké, we gaan met laag gaan. Laag.
Gonna have to go low.
Positive base, bijna laag.
Positive base.
Knie, elleboog. Kijk.
Knees and elbows.
Shot.
Shot.
Kijk, hit hem.
Ready to go.
Let's go.
That is one self-believing warrior, right? Still suggested that he's got this and he'll find a knockout shot. Fifth and final round to decide the undisputed UFC middleweight championship.
Look how fresh Khamzat looks.
Yep.
No, he has shattered the record for ground strikes landed in the UFC fight by more than 100. We got 5 minutes to go.
I love his corner telling him, you've got to get low. You've got to get low. Squat your stance a little bit if you're DDP.
That's a good one, too.
Get low, give up on the kicks.
Oh, another one.
Too easy.
Unbelievable. Just unbelievable.
Hey, 30 seconds. All that striking, and it still just took him less than 30 seconds to get a takedown, and he's going to put him back in the crucifix.
Era mana knockout Jared को पास हो
Same position again. This is
especially when they progress and check on
Just caught a wide smile out of the eye of Khamzat Sawagantua right in the corner. Khamzat Chimaev trying to find a finish here late.
elbow
against the guy that looks like he'll be the former champion soon in Plessis.
Oh, look at that.
Americana.
See, Dricus is not trying to go two hands on one. He should be trying to take a baseball bat grip over the arm. When Chimaev reaches over to try to choke him, he should grab that wrist and hold it with two arms and then try to turn towards it. Right there. Now he's got to keep that wrist. He released it. These are honestly just wrestling positions you learn when you were a kid. Two hands on the wrist. Keep the wrist. Don't give it back. Chimaev just continuously takes his arm back and goes back to work.
Just incredible. And Dricus just does not have the energy once he gets to his feet to explode and separate.
Chimaev said this week 8 years of hard work and expenditure towards the ultimate goal. Now less than 3 minutes away.
Dricus.
बड़ा जीती या Chimaev मेरा गड़ी चुका
Da pata nesta da mara jiba feeling mele daiche double chahra unashi.
Finally a moment late for the champ.
DDP does not give up on himself, man. That is crazy. Because most fighters, John, at this point would have turned over and let you submit. Oh, guilty!
Oh, man.
Chimaev urgently pops his head up.
Man, that was it. That was his opportunity. The one opportunity of the fight.
He went for it.
Yeah, he went for it, but maybe he should have maintained position.
Well, if Khamzat Chimaev can maintain position, he is going to be the undisputed UFC middleweight champion.
Dricus is going to get one more sprint. If Khamzat doesn't improve his position, Goddard's going to pick him up again. He'll get one more chance, I believe.
Yeah, you can stand him up here.
There it is. See, he's going to get one more chance.
Short protest from Chimaev, who felt like he was busy enough. Back to the feet with just over a minute to go.
Dricus is looking to kick again.
striking by Plessis fighter सही वक्त से तो Dricus ने कोई Khamzat
He's got to take his legs back. Like, look at his left leg. It should be so far back right now. Because I'm not going to take him down.
Plessis wisely goes for the submission. Chimaev rise to it.
Dricus has got to be careful. He's trying to get that left hook in, but he doesn't have it. He might fall off the top.
He's too high. Khamzat just needs to dip his right shoulder. But he's okay just sitting here. He knows his short down.
Chimaev has done it.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Total domination, bell to bell, and we will soon hear and new undisputed UFC middleweight champion at long last, Chechny's Khamzat Boars Chimaev. Daniel, throughout your time as one of the all-time greats in the UFC, your foes would know what was coming, and they couldn't stop it. Some parallels to be drawn there. Nobody can stop the shot of this man, and he was at his suffocating best tonight.
I mean, he looked as good as you would expect him to look with his biggest opportunity. Double leg shot, get to the corner immediately, putting DDP down. Every round, John. I think Khamzat Chimaev scored a takedown 30 seconds into the round. Every round, and it just controlled it. Dricus du Plessis really struggled. Takedown number 11, Khamzat Chimaev had his way with one of the best champions we've seen in a really long time. But just pace, pressure, wrestling. Every time DDP thought he'd have an opportunity to strike, Khamzat would just take him down. Punch, shot, double leg, angle, take him down. I mean, it was beautiful. And there's no question we have a new champion. It's just a matter of what the scores look like. 50-43, 50-40. I mean, what do the scores look like?
What a moment for Khamzat. This was the highest grossing event in United Center history. More than 20,000 witnessed Khamzat Chimaev's brilliance here tonight as we crown a new undisputed UFC middleweight champion. With the scorecards and the decision, here's Buff.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. All 3 judges score this contest 50-44 for the winner by unanimous decision. And undisputed UFC middleweight champion of the world, Khamzat Boars Chimaev.
Congratulations, sir. I'm here with the winner and new middleweight champion of the world, Khamzat Chimaev. This has been a moment you have been waiting for a long time. Your first opportunity at a world title, and you came through in a dominant performance. How happy are you with how it went out tonight?
Hey, guess out. That's only 1 minute, last minute. A guy struck with a finish that, boys. Sorry, guys. Happy always. Get my money. Then send my money, brother. I'm waiting for that ball and that shit bell. But belt is important for my country. Noxie, wake up, boys. Taban of problem, actually. No switching, have it out of that. Hey, Noxie, get away. Literally, what way? La Hoshway. Allah Akbar, Akmatilla. Boom!
Khamzat, what was the game plan coming into here? Was it just what you did Did it follow to a T your game plan? Just take him down, dominate from the top?
Bro, I don't have a never game plan. Just go in, work like I do in the gym. The guy is strong, couldn't finish. Respect that guy. The only champion who was saying my name. This guy has big heart. Real lion. African real lion. Thank you, brother.
Well, Khamzat, enjoy this moment. Congratulations, sir. You're the new middleweight champion of the world.
Thank you very much. Dostum, her eskiden yaşıyor. Böyle Dubai'ye takıyor. Woo!
Ladies and gentlemen, Khamzat Chimaev. Dricus, you fought like an animal. You had an incredible drive. You came up short tonight. What, if anything, was surprising to you?
Yeah, I mean, the man has incredible control on the top. He's just like a blanket. I mean, it wasn't a matter of strength or, you know, it wasn't that physical. It was just, he knew, it's almost as if he knew what your next move was going to be. And he got it without using too much power. And I had to decide, am I going to be on my back or have him on my back? At the end, I went for it, had the back. I could almost taste that victory, but, you know, big ups to Khamzat. He deserves this 100%. He beat me fair and square tonight. He was the better man tonight, and I'll be back. And I'll come and get my belt back. But for now, it's his, and he deserves it, and he has to enjoy it. Thank you for all the fans who came out and supported us. You make this amazing, and without you guys, we don't have a job. So we really appreciate it. Thank you, everyone, for showing up. I'll be back stronger and better than ever.
I believe that, sir, and I look forward to seeing you again. Thank you very much.
Everybody in South Africa, you all know this flag means the world to me. I'm sorry for anybody that I let down. I'll be back stronger. Now, South Africans, we rise. We fight through adversity, and we'll show the world they still don't know what we know. We're coming back stronger than ever. We will not lose this fight lying down. I promise you that. See you all soon. Thank you, everybody, for coming out once again.
Dricus du Plessis, ladies and gentlemen.
Just want to thank my country, Abu Dhabi, UAE. Thank you for that big support. All my camp, he was helping me, guys. Thank you, His Highness. I want to thank him too, the King. Thank you very much, brother.
The King, thank you very
so
much.
So Khamzat Chimaev moves to 15-0. He becomes the 15th undisputed UFC middleweight champion. Dricus du Plessis, dripping with class in defeat. The ever-gracious former champion will go back to the drawing board. Bud Light, the official beer sponsor of UFC, easy to celebrate, easy to enjoy. And the celebration is on in the United Arab Emirates for Khamzat Chimaev, in Chechnya, of course. And he was donning the Palestinian flag there to show his support as well. Khamzat Chimaev is everything we knew and thought he was. All right, next Saturday, 6 a.m. Eastern for the main card. UFC Fight Night, Walker versus Zhang, live from China. Next live event will be Saturday, September 6th.
Pas dari kawai.
Musa nadar kala tadi to call waka.
Musa ta? Musa ka?
लाइव स्ट्रीम बने 40 हुई फरूक लाल
बसा जितना सब पे रोक ले
40 को पे रोक ले
YouTube पे नोट
YouTube पे नोट की कना दाव सर्च वके पे YouTube बनाना स्टा मसला
और YouTube पे बैन न पो
मैंने वे बैन का भी मिस्टर शेकी मना लगा वाली पे
एक टैप में उड़ता पछड़ सी
नहीं तभी आया था उस सके Zishanta Musa ta kolo kakachamo.
So okay done. Yeah.
Astrology when it's actually.
Astrology would then object astrology.
Ring for the round eye. Musa the ringing around eye.
Zishanta color safari me.
takunan nakukubur round dai stray patan kuda select to show in
कडाई ना जायचं कसं ये जदास का ना
Eh.
नंतर दास होगा का ना चेनन लष्की वक्ती भी असमला वो मतलब 7 बजे रसोला असमला
sarangi
नन में लष्की
sarangi
स्पे टाइम उसमा समला
na paman sa kali lashki des kradai se nog na mukamal samala na
आखाली नीमा घंटा टोटल कडला आहे
Sazon talushki coffee pa khawo Bezarson agar solution da laptop achat shi
मो को उस लेक्चर लगा वाला खचल शादो कॉफी को दे 5 मिनट से जुड़ा से नष्ट
sarangi
तमे आइचे कॉफी दा सा 5 मिनट से जुड़ा से तर सा जामा से लेक्चर का सोच के माई वाला लगा
tik tu darso
21 وقتها طارين سيفي
مش هو نكاتي دي
ما بقول لك ايش 21 ما بوتيتا شيء تشايفي ولا يشفل
مش دغه ول نه دي کاتی ہے 16 نه بعد مش نه دي کاتی مش YouTube پته لگا YouTube باندې چې مې دغه لایو سټریم باندې دي
شکرا शायद तो वे गुटा का नहीं पता आखिर से खारुप लागे दला गया वो सिचुएशन Hasan की चप्पल में बेकी और ब्राव इल्चे का लोड़ा असल शे नोर में बियानो तभी वो वेगाटी अभी आगे वो डोर में वचे दाइया में शापा गलती करती दियो ये चप्पा गलती न पकड़ती
तमने लोग से दम लगा वाला है वहाँ बिया सनस बिया 40 व्यूज रोलल
Anis terminal.
है क्या
भैया का देखा ना फिर तो UFC तो
दमला दार कली भी आहा डेरा दो ना वक्त तो चार्ट जुड़ी जी लगे लेकिन ना चार्ट जुड़ी लेकिन लिंकिंग ना मयूरी ता पछताना करिया आज कला दी 30000 सब्सक्राइबर और तो चेक कला तो 1 लाख तरह से कि जब त्रिसलोन में शेवरा से जिस तरह के चार्ट जुड़ता है YouTube बल चार्ट ये ना लगे हो गया
हाँ ये रमणा
कहाँ लग गया था
सुखते
दा तो नष्टा पता
हाँ इस पर की पटेगा survive 100 days in best one is one highlights क्या दे द्वेरे से बाद में वीडियो रुशी न भी है दे मिस्टर बीस्ट हाँ और पटाख में चढ़ाई I survived 100 days I survived 30 days दम रहेगा
चलो मजाक बहुत हो गया हमारा हिट हो गया तो न्यूज बन गई हमने थोड़ी न्यूज पढ़ी है दैट इज कॉल्ड एनालिसिस वो थोड़े लार्जर टाइम फ्रेम पे होता है यही चीज है हमें जो फॉलो करनी है मैं एमएनसी में जनरली इंस्टीट्यूशनल थिंकिंग ही यूज करता हूं बट चलिए गाइस शुरू करते हैं हम लोग सो वी आर जस्ट लर्निंग द एसएमसी मेरी टाइपिंग थोड़ी सी बेकार है ठीक है तो उसके लिए माफ करना गाइस टाइपिंग और मेरी जो स्पेलिंग थोड़ी खराब हो जाती है देखो मैं ज्यादा पढ़ा लिखा नहीं हूँ ठीक है ज्यादा पढ़ा